Hey everybody there, how are you? I'm just writing this title down, and you know darn well I cannot do two things at once. So, uh, good day everybody. Welcome to the whole Network Marketing Insider number 268 by Saha, by Tuco IBOs, and this Own Your Life New Up Day. And again, I apologize. I have no idea what is wrong with me, but why was I not here on Friday? I'll tell you. 2 beers the night before. A little late. I don't know. It was 11 o'clock when I went to bed. Not a big deal, but just 2 beers the night before, and I just sleep anymore. I mean, man, 9 hours, 10 hours, just 2 beers. That's what happens when you guys get a little older. What you get to look forward to. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't happen for everybody. Maybe I'm weird, but that's what happens to me. And that's what happened to me on Friday. I went out for dinner, had actually 3 beers, and was home and in bed by, like I said, about 11:30. Not a big deal. But I did not wake up until 9:15. I mean, and I slept through like a rock. So, objection, Your Honor. I object to too much sleeping. I can't help it. That's just my body. My body will sleep. If I need sleep, I sleep. The good news is, when you own your life, you have the ability to do that. Imagine if you had a job. You have to get up. You got to figure out some way to drag your tail out of that bed and get yourself dressed and get your butt on down to work. Because after you spend all that time sleeping, and after you spend all that time getting ready to go to work, getting your butt out of bed and getting ready to go to work, which if you had a couple of beers the night before, is probably about like 5 minutes compared to the regular 35 minutes that you would take. And after all the time that you spend out over there at that job, and all the time that you spend, working all day long, and then commuting to work and commuting home or wherever you have to go after work, because then you got all those things that you got to do every day after work, and squeezing in on your lunch hour and all that other stuff that has to get done during the week while you have to work. I mean, that's a great system right there. Let's make everybody work 9 to 5, and we'll keep businesses open 9 to 5. So all the people that work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, can't get nothing done. How great is that? Oh, and after you spend all that time taking care of all that stuff, then at the end of the day, like most people, there's what, maybe 1, maybe 2 hours for yourself to do the kind of things that you would like to do. And then even if there was more time, is there really any money to be able to do it? We found a way for you to own your life by starting a home-based business that is so simple that anybody can do it. It does not involve any selling, and the best part of all, it doesn't take very much of your time. Don't suppose there's anybody out there at all that you might know who'd be interested in something like that. The least bit interested in something like that. Yeah, there you go, guys. 45-second presentation. Start a conversation about network marketing. That's how it goes, right? Somebody says, well, what is it? Are you going to beat around the bush? Not want to tell them what it is? No, come straight out with it. Do you know anything about network marketing? And then, objection, Your Honor, I object to network marketing. I object to everything that is network marketing. I object to selling. I object to this guy talking to me about network marketing because it's a scam. I object to scams. I object to pyramid schemes. I object to, too much money. I object to not enough time. I object to, all those things. And that's where we are today in the Own Your Life plan by DonandNancyFailla, the 45-second presentation. Important phrases in handling objections, chapter 15. Yes, we know you're going to get that. It's just human nature. That's how people are. They're negative first. 90% of the people, whether you ask whether they'll tell you they're a half glass full, a glass half full person, or a glass half empty person, 90% of the people will tell you they're half full when they're half empty. The only thing they're half full of, well, I'm sorry. You know what I mean, right? So, yes, you bring up network marketing, you're going to get objections, or you're going to get, who, what, where, either absolutely no clue, which is better, right? It's going to be easier for you if they have absolutely no clue, or you're going to get objections. Rarely will you get, oh yeah, I know about network marketing. That's something I'm very interested in, something that I hear is very awesome. I just don't know enough about it, or you know, I mean, very rarely are you going to get anybody who is immediately open to, oh, really, tell me more, if they know anything about network marketing. Now, if they don't know anything about network marketing at all, they never heard of it, they might be a little bit more open at first. Although, as soon as you start to explain what it is, then they might shut down and thinking, oh yeah, I have heard of that. That's that pyramid scheme stuff. So you still might get the shutdown. So anyway, why would I want to talk to someone about getting involved in my business if I didn't think they could do it? Typical questions, right? One of the big things, like I said, is when you start explaining this to someone, you're really going to want to watch, because you'll see that you'll see the switch flipped in that person when all of a sudden they go from I'm interested to BS, I'm done here. You'll be able to see that, and when you see that, that's a great time for you to insert this first phrase. I'm going to go over it again because we've gone over it several times. That's a great time for you to insert this first piece here that Don talks about, where you basically jump in front of the objection. That's a big thing. So, and he basically says, you know, while you're talking, you see that switch get flipped, right? And you immediately, or not necessarily immediately, but you know, before they get a chance to object, you jump in or you continue on with, you know, hey, look, I can see you have your doubts about getting involved, but I want you to understand something, that if you say yes to this, I'm going to be the one that's training you, okay? So also understand that if I didn't think that you could do this, you know, why would we even be talking about it right now? If I'm the one that's going to be training you, you know, and I'm the one who is going to be responsible for you being successful, and I didn't think you could do it, why would we even be talking about this right now? So, I mean, you know, ask yourself this question, you know, why would I want to talk to someone? Why would I want to talk to someone? Why would I want to talk someone into getting involved in my business if I didn't think they could do it, right? Ask them that question, and now they're a little flabbergasted. Now they're you know, when they flip that switch off, now they just flipped it back on. Oh, well, wait a second. Yeah, why would he be talking to me about this? I mean, he's talking about me getting involved in his business. He didn't think I could do it. Okay, I'm back in the game here. All right, so that's a good hook to bring them back in. And then, you know, if they're like, oh, well, yeah, okay, I guess I kind of get what you're saying there. Then you could also throw in and say, you know, hey, listen, you know, once you've been in this business for about 30 days, and really, I mean, you start to understand and know just a fraction, you know, of what I know about this business right now. At that point, you're going to understand why I'm so excited about this opportunity for you right now. Okay, So that's also another good thing. That's a good backup. Whew, he's excited about this thing for me, right? So what are the objections? I don't know if we covered this one or not, but I'm just going to start running through some of these. Do I have to sell? Is it a pyramid? I can't afford to go into business. My wife or husband won't be interested. That's a big one. Is there an advantage to being directly sponsored by a company? How far down group should I work? How do I select a network marketing company? How can I work with more than one program? I just don't have the time. That's a big one. What is the difference between recruiting and sponsoring? That's an important one. My sponsor doesn't help me. What should I do? How important are potlucks? There's a town about 2 hours from my home. Should I go over there? And I know 5 people over there. Should I go sponsor all 5 of them? My company says that I can't join another company. I'm happy with my company. Why should I join another? And I'm burned out on network marketing. My company has collapsed. When should I quit my regular job? That's one that people always want to know. When should I quit my job? How would you how would you graphically show the difference between selling and sponsoring a wide basis versus serious? So those are some of the questions that you're going to get. And obviously by those questions, you can tell that some of those aren't necessarily for brand new people that you're talking to about potentially joining your organization. Some of these are from people that are, have already joined. They decide, what, I'm going to join. I'm going to go ahead and join up. But then, or these could be people that are already in another network marketing organization, or they could be people who are, were in another network marketing organization. So these cover some of the questions that you might get from some different types of people. I'm going to focus first of all on the ones that you would most likely get from brand new people that you're looking to try to sponsor, right? And then obviously number one is, do I have to sell? And that one, as we've covered many times, the answer is no, you don't have to sell. We've talked plenty of times about how you build your organization. Obviously, by reading and understanding this book, you'll get exactly how to explain that, through building your organization, through people joining your network marketing organization, part of what their responsibility is as an IBO is to be a user of the product and service. And in fact, once we get to the product and service, if this isn't a product and service that you can get excited about, well, then, you need to find another network marketing organization to join, because you have to be able to sell yourself on your product or service before you're going to be able to sell anybody else on it. And like I said, you're not going to be selling anybody. That's not the whole idea, but I mean, you have to be excited about your product and service if you're going to portray to other people that it is a great product and service. Okay. And here again too, like I said, I'm going to show you all this stuff about network marketing, but if ultimately it comes down to the point that you don't like this particular product and service, why then I'm going to tell you, don't join my organization. Go find a product and service that you can get excited about. Join that organization. All right. You're going to be a lot more successful if you do that. I'm not going to just rope you in and say, hey, you know what, this is what you need to do. That's not how I roll. You're going to run into plenty of network marketers who do roll just that way. Generally, they're associated more with a direct sales network marketing organization than they are a true network marketing organization, because all they care about is recruiting more people in, recruit them in, and spit them out the back end. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Right? It's not how this works. It's not how true network marketing works. It's not how Swissquote Global operates. Okay? And we'll get to that question with sponsoring versus recruiting. Number two, is it a pyramid? Obviously, pyramids are illegal, okay? If this was illegal, do you think I'd be in it, first of all? Secondarily, it's been around for over 75 years. Don't you think they would have figured it out by now that it's illegal and shut this crap down? Okay, and thirdly of all, there's a whole network marketing organization out there where you can get legal services from attorneys. Do you think they would be involved with it if it was illegal? I mean, come on, guys, seriously. No, it's not a pyramid scheme. This is a form of marketing, product and service that is a multi-billion-dollar industry, okay? You're getting involved with a multi-billion-dollar industry. You think there's enough money in that industry that you might be able to make some for yourself? Yeah, okay? It's not a pyramid. I can't afford to go into business. This one, you know, first of all, and I know he says it in here, I think, but yeah, he does. Well, let me just read what he says. You know, hey, look, guy, I understand times are tough. You know, even probably just coming up with a few $100 extra could be something tough. And I know, you know, generally, you know, going into business, you know, you're talking about high dollar amounts. It's going to cost you a whole lot of money. But realistically, most network marketing organizations you can get into for under $300. You know, that's pretty much about what the cap is on that. So unless you're looking to spend the rest of your life working for someone else, you know, you can't afford not to go into business. Does that make sense? You know, my definition here, Roy, of, you know, quote, like having it made is having the money, is having more money than I can spend, and the time is having more money than I can spend and the time to try spending it. You know, that's having it made right there, right? In my opinion, it is a fact that you will never have it made working for somebody else. You know, I mean, and I've got some statistics to back that up. I mean, that's not in there, but I mean, realistically, you got a cap on your income. Why would your employer create a situation where you could have it made? Do you think you'd still be working for this guy if you could have it made by working for him? No, they're not going to create that kind of a situation for you, because if they do, you're not going to be around to work for them anymore. That's just counterproductive on their part. So, I mean, come on, man. Can you really afford not to go into business? So, my husband and wife won't be interested. Like I said, this is a big one. And I'm probably not, I don't know, I got 3 minutes. Maybe I'll finish this one. This is a big one because seriously, your husband or your wife or your significant other, your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, if you're serious about each other, if you seriously want to continue to stay together on this path of life that you are on, when one of you wants to do something, I mean, anything, forget about this. When one of you wants to do something that the other one doesn't want to do, how does that go over? How well does that, you know, how well does that go over in your household? This is no different, okay? If you want to go down this road and the other person isn't interested, that's a problem. It's a serious problem. It's a difficult problem. It's a problem that's going, you know, it's got somebody on your coattail going, hey, get over here. Stop that. I don't like that. Don't do that. It's not easy. However, even if that's the case, if you really want it, if you really want a better life, if you really don't want to be, you know, if you really do want to maybe one day have it made, you've got to be able to combat that or disregard that or overlook that or, you know, put up with that or whatever it is that you have to do. And especially in the beginning when, you know, you're putting in some effort and nothing's happening, because that's how everything goes in this world, okay? Everything in this world, when you start anything, you do, it goes like this. La 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 la, nothing, nothing, a little bit, tiny, 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 tiny. Oh, wait, here's a little something, a little something, a little something. Oh, look out. All right? That's how everything in this world works. So from that la la la, nothing, nothing, nothing to little, you're going to have this going on day in and day out. And you're going to have to put up with it. You're going to have to deal with it. And you're going to have to you're going to have to get beyond the difficult part and actually really start to see some results before that might start changing. So We're out of time. Dang it. I'm going to pick up on this one again because this is serious. This is like one of the most difficult things to overcome here. But for the meantime, O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom, with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire. And that be to own my life, you know, because if I want to have a couple beers last night and I want to sleep in till, well, hangout day, I can't sleep in past 8, but apparently I can as of last Friday, but you get my point. You know, if I want to have a couple beers on a Thursday and not have to get up and go to work on a Friday, I need to own my life, and you need to own yours too. All right, everybody, we'll see you back here on Wisdom Wednesday for some more gold nuggets.